Hi everyone, especially to my dear students, and this is Ma'am Raya. And for today's topic, we're going to have another discussion for reading and writing skills subject. And we're almost actually done. Congratulations, okay? And thank you for submitting your outputs on time. So for today's lesson, we're going to have academic writing. This is quite long discussion. Actually, this is good for 3 weeks. So as you can see in our screen, this is good for, yes, week 3, 4, and 5. Okay, there will be a lot of discussion to do. Okay, and yes, of course, I did not forget, yes, for your convenience, especially to my grade 11 students, I will be using a Bisaya dialect, okay, to let you understand better. Okay, kay baw kung sunggo or nosebleed kaayo ang mag-discuss sa reading and writing. Okay, so before we will proceed, please don't forget to like this video nga makaingon ko nga ma-inspire sa ko, ma-motivate ko nga okay, maayo di akong pag-discuss kinakasabot ako mga estudyante. And thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Thanks for being there for me. Okay, let's go ahead. Okay, so here the learning competency for this one. Okay, so the learner identifies the unique features of and requirements in composing text that are useful across disciplines. And we have here, these are the 5 okay top subtopics. So book review or article critique. By the way, yes, article critiques, which means to say you are to, yes, criticize the article. Okay, dili lang ang tao ang pwede i-criticize. Okay, ang critic nga C-R-I-T-I-C, okay, mo na ang tao. Okay, pwede mo i-critique ang critique. Okay, critique. Okay, yes, the verb and then the noun. Literature review, research report, project proposal, and position paper. For this part 1, ato lang nito nga ona kay 5 ka bug imagine na, so naglisod jud mo og kuan ani tanan absorb no. Okay, so sa karon nga video lesson kay ari lang sa tasa mo focus sa A ug B. Okay, yes. Hay, salamat miss. Daghan gid siya as in madugong usapan. Okay, our learning objectives: analyze the features and requirements of an effective book review, literature review. Produce an effective text following the characteristics and requirements in composing text. Okay, so muna itong buhaton. Okay, mo explain lang ko ha, mo ra ni atong discussion unsa ang buhaton, pero with the activities, follow gyapon mo kung unsay naa sa inyo hang module. Okay, so this one is just an example. Okay, you are asked there na ay mga outputs. Okay, mo na sila tanan. I think there are 12. Okay, yes, that's 12. So imong siyang i-categorize asa siya na belong, if it's academic writing or professional writing. Okay, if para ni academic essay, of course it's very obvious, no? Academic writing. Grabe marong pa jud ka ani sa. Okay, so business report, okay, klaro kasi ng professional writing, business, diba? Okay, so inana nga. Okay, so now business correspondence. Okay, so makabalo ka na kay idea gamay. You may not be perfect on this part, no? Okay ra jud masayo. Okay, so naipangutana, giunsa din yung pagkahibaw, giunsa din pag-determine nga kani siya nga output kay sa academic writing ni siya, kani siya output sa professional writing ni siya. Mo na may answer diha. Miss, klaro man good miss ng academic jud na. Aside from that reason, okay, are you familiar with these words, or imong ba ni siya nasugatan sa imong mama nga businesswoman? So inana. Okay, so some of the words familiar to you, maybe because you are doing it as a student, or yes, being part of the academe. Okay, so here let's have our first definition about book review or article critique. Okay, yes, so here to define book review or article critique, okay, it is a specialized form of academic writing. Kibalo na sila sa ni answer ato. Okay, so academic writing siya, so pasabot mga estudyante Okay, ang mo trabaho ani or naa dyan ni siya. Okay, dili mo mo complain nga ano sige mi pabuhat ni ma'am ani. Okay, so it is a kind of reviewer which evaluates the contribution to the knowledge of the scholarly works. Okay, so example, libro. Okay, pwede na nimong i-review. Bakti man ang SR. Pwede po ka na ang modules ninyo. Kay balo ko nga dagan kayo mag-ika-comment na sayop man ang modules nga ipakita or yes, even sa ako ang students no nga, ma'am, ang activities lagi ani ma'am kay parehas naman sa itong previous or ma'am unsa jud ang sundon ani para ni sa kuan. Okay, so di jud malikayan nga naay ika-critique no sa critique. Okay, sa nisuwat. Okay. So, good observation na. Hindi ka na kung ang estudyante nagbasa dyan, mailhan dyan mo or makita dyan mo nga ang estudyante nagbuhat sa iyang gitrabaho sa iyang modules. Okay, kay kabalo siya ang sinaan ito. Okay. So, this usually ranges from 250 to 750 words. A critical assessment, analysis, or evaluation of a work. Okay. So, imong pag-evaluate sa libro, imong pag-evaluate sa article. Di ba makikitaan na ganun sa atong nabasa nga libro, sa atong nabasa nga Wattpad, okay, sa stories sa Korean dramas nga atong nakita. Okay, ay kuan man na mahilig kita mo storya dayon. So why not put that into writing? Okay, so mas okay man na siya for legalities. Okay, naayo na isuwat. Isuwat jud na nato. Okay. So this involves your skills in critical thinking and recognizing arguments. Okay. May kita mo discuss na sa itong mga classmates. Di, mas okay to ang Korean drama nga Vincenzo kay challenging kasi ang thrilling case tanan. Dili mas okay to ang katong The Queen or yan, not so familiar with mailhan jud nga. Dili kita na og Korean drama. Okay. So here you do not equate the word critique to cynicism and pessimism. So, ang tao, basta may nag-critique, kalain mo, man judge mo ka. Dili man good ka. May critique, kaya it's more of analytical, intellectual comment, okay, or suggestion. Ano siya. So, this is not the same as a book report, or as book reports focus on describing the plot, characters, or idea of a certain work. Okay, so, actually, yes, when you do critiquing, ma-improve ang inyong critical thinking. Okay, kay mabasa man kit mo as to according to the evidences nga imong nabasa, di ba? So mao na siya nga sa module na to ginahinay mo pasabot sa atong gikan sa critical thinking, explicit, implicit types of claims kay padung mo diri sa pagsuwat og inyong kaugalingong review or critique. Okay, so gianda mo, gihanay mo ni reading and writing skills. Okay? Yeah, so hopefully na mo'y nakatunan sa previous na to nga modules. As to the structure of how to write for the book review or article critique, okay, this one. Introduction is around 5% of your paper only. Okay, 5% siya, kay maora man ninyong makita sa introduction. Ang title sa libro, ang name sa nagsuwat, okay, and the writer's thesis statement. Dali ra makitaan ang thesis statement sa writer because most commonly naagi na siya sa first paragraph. Okay, sa katong libro. Okay, so mauna nga, before ka makasuwat og review, dapat nasabtan, nabasahan, o nasabtan nimo ang libro o ang article nga mo ibasa. Okay, after nimo nasabtan, imo dayon siyang i-summarize according to your own words or according to your understanding. Okay, so i-summarize nimo, okay, mao na din to nga makasuot na din kagalingon nimong critique. Okay, so diri na magsugod imong pagsuwat. Okay, so for the summary, okay, it's around 10% of the paper. Okay, so unsa gid ito objective or purpose sa writer, unsa nga method ang iyang gi-use if applicable lang. Okay, so naba siya claims nga gi-provide, so imo sa na siyang i-appeal. Okay, so sa sa review na or the critic paper, mo na ni siya ang katong content mismo na. Okay, so maybe I can have my screen bigger. Okay, so mo na ni siya ang content katong gisgutan. 75% of the paper na siya. Okay, so appropriateness, okay, theoretical soundness, okay, the soundness of explanation in relation to other available information. Okay, nga gi-provide sa writer nya imuhang gi-tagaalog sakto nga interpretation, sufficient explanation, okay, perspectives in explaining the concepts and ideas. Nahisgot na tatong, di ba, sa properties of a well-written text. Sorry for that. Okay, so dapat nakahanay na ay unity ang imuhang gipangsuwat. Okay, so let's have here, okay, the other part, okay, the conclusion. Okay, conclusion is the 10%, around 10% of the paper. So it's your overall impression of the work, okay, the scholarly value of the reviewed article, benefits of the intended audience, suggestion for future directions. So mo na ni, so nga imong gi-recommend mo ron, imong gi-recommend ang libro or ang article for this appropriate prospect audience nga para gini nila kay nindot siya imong gi-suggest, imong gi-recommend sa di ba sa inyong thesis kay naamoy part nito nga recommendations. Okay, so inana ra sad siya. Okay, guidelines. Okay, yes, actually for the guidelines, ako na na-mention ganyan na nga dapat importante nga na gibasa nimo, nasabtan nimo gibasa. You do the summary. When you summarize, of course, you do it in your own words na. Okay, and then that's the time that you can structure your composition. Okay, so inanaon na yung pagsuwat. Actually, the key points of writing an article review, so you have to understand, summarize, outline, and then write. Okay, pag humani mo summarize, mag-mo na kag-outline, okay, then you can already write. And in humani mo write, is that it? Okay, dili pa. Dapat mag-proofread ka sa imong gisuwat. Okay, so importante, dili mo basta mo na nga mailan sa teacher kung iha ba jud sa estudyante ba jud ang ihang output. Okay, maybe dinali-dali or matter gyud ang final output sa bata. Okay, kung na-review ba siya or wala. Okay, in writing a book review or article critique, okay, your opinion really matter the same way as the writer's opinion. Okay, may kay ka na kay imugong gi critique ang katong writer, okay, ani nga libro. Uy, murag pati man nga libro. So unsa man imong ika-suggest. Okay, so what other guidelines we have here? Okay, so it suggests some ways on how the writer can improve. Okay, very important mo na siya sa conclusion nga part, no? Compare the writer's explanation of the topic to another expert from the same field of study. So pwede na nimo buhaton kung nakailaing nabasahan, you do a lot of research as well. Okay, para mas mo suffice sa imuhang review. Okay, parehas sila o kanang genre, pero ang iha lagi gi-mention lagi siya inana. Okay, so na kay comparison, which really gives you a better and more quality output or quality review. Okay, so mention imo man sa i-mention appeal sa imuhang gisuwat. Okay, so point out other conclusions. Okay, in order for you to improve your writing sa imong article nga gibasa or sa libro nga imong gibasa, pwede nimo i-highlight ang important notes nito. Imo man to siya magamit inigsugod nimo isuwat sa imong review. Kaya kani siya mga important notes. Okay, highlight to man to. Okay, so ako lang ni siyang overview no, kay pwede ra man ninyo basahon sa inyong module. Okay, ang ako ang i-explain kay ang ihalan siyang importance or ang pinaka-importante. Okay, so here sa literature review, miss unsay kalahian sa article sa book review. Okay, sa article sa literature review here kay academic writing po siya, okay, mo ilahang similarities. Okay, it provides overview of the specific topic. Okay, it surveys scholarly works such as academic books, not textbooks. Okay, computerized databases, conference proceedings, dissertations, okay, thesis, empirical studies, government reports, historical records, journal articles. It critically analyzes the relationship between different scholarly works and the current work. It combines both summary and synthesis, okay, linking different sources. So, mas kuan siya, mas intense siya kaysa article critique, no? Okay, ang literature review. Okay, function, ani? Kay it justifies a research question, method, or theoretical conceptual framework. Familiar these words from your EAP and your research. Establishes the relevance of the topic, provides necessary information to better understand a specific topic or study. Shows reviewers familiarity and mastery of the topic. Establishes the niche of the study. Okay, resolves conflict among contradictory studies. Okay, and we have here, okay, the introduction. Okay, how you write literature review. Okay, sorry. So in your introduction, okay, you have your purpose for writing the literature review. Okay, its importance. Okay, nganong imong gi-review, scope of the review, criteria used for selecting the literature. Okay, and yes, by the way, literature review and for the book review, I suggest mas nindot nga mupili mo og topic nga nag-interest sa inyo, ha, kay kung mas dali ninyo ma-imagine ba ang unsa inyong i-review kay interesting inyo hamang field or inyo hamang expertise, so mas dali mo makasuwat sa inyo hang critique. Okay, organizational pattern of the review. Okay, sa body, ari ang, okay, sa historical background, relevant theories, so ari nimo siya isuwat. Okay, and yes, strengths and weaknesses of each paper. So okay, the comparison ana. Okay, so ang inibasa ninyo inyong pangitaon unsay strength ani nga paper, unsay weaknesses ani nga paper. So structure or conclusion. Okay, so it's important to restate, okay, the restatement of the main argument or the thesis statement. Okay, so if part of a thesis or research paper or linking of the literature review to the research questions, so your overall perspectives on the topic. Okay, so guidelines. Okay, writing a literature review is composed of 3 distinct parts. We have literature search, evaluation and analysis of articles, and writing the literature review, all of which are discussed here. Okay, so we have for the literature research. Okay, so review the documentation style. Unsay gigamit? Okay, you have to be not vigilant pero observant. Okay, observant lang. Okay, unsay gigamit niya nga style. Okay, so you are familiar with, na-discuss na ni sa inyong IAP o sa inyong research, no? Okay, so hopefully okay, you have an idea na. Okay, so unsa di ay ang gamiton or familiar para nimo nga format. Okay, choose and focus on a topic that you will explain. Okay nga, okay, of course, nasabtan ninyo or kaya ninyo nga i-explain. Third, determine the kind and number of sources you will be using. So, sa research, probably mas daghan ang gi-require sa inyo, ano? Pero kung magsuwat mo literature review, maximum of 3, 2 to 3 is okay na. Okay, 2 to 3, okay lang, ina na ang sources. Okay, so sa literature search, okay, you have to survey the available online databases. You try to check this one. Now, of course, relevant sa imong topic. Use relevant keywords when searching for scholarly documents, okay, or articles. Okay, nga dali ninyo makitaan. Okay, so landmarks, okay, sa inyong studies. Okay, nga dali for example sa UMS mo, so more of unsa man nga studies nga duol sa inyo, ha, kung sa STEM mo o unsa nga studies duol sa inyo, ha, of course ang relationship no sa katang COVID karon o sa UMS kay o unsay gamit sa mga frontliners or para sa anang mga community pantry o sa inana. Okay, pwede na inyo himuan. Okay, always evaluate the sources for coverage and currency. Include only those articles directly related to your topic. Okay, nga inline dun sa imong topic. Okay, para dili mawala, of course. Evaluation and analysis of articles. Okay, so kahuman na ninyo o prepare ato tanan katong previous na itong ipang storya itong doing the literature research, literature review. Okay, you do have now to evaluate and analyze okay, your articles. Okay, you may follow or you may apply the following steps. Okay, it can really help you. Okay, What else? Writing the literature review. So state clearly your main, your thesis or the main argument. Okay. If it says no, wait. If it's yes, I think I'm done with that. If you say no, if you say that no studies have been conducted on one aspect of your topic, justify it. Okay, nga wala siya nakitaan or wala pa yung study nga nag-create about ana. Okay. So how did you know? Okay, so naasa na yung mga research according ana. So imo sa na siyang i-appeal. Okay. So here in writing, of course, the format, okay, the mechanics. Okay, so imo sa na siya. Importante po ni siya. Okay. The body of the literature review can be organized thematically, methodologically, or chronologically. Use direct quotations sparingly. Okay, so the exact quotations according to the philosopher or according to the researcher. And also you have to make your definitions clear. Okay. Yes, it's very simple. Ako lang siyang gipaspas, no? O nya, for example, articles na aso sa inyong module, and yes, na inato ang akong pag-explain karon, akong pag-discuss kay the whole or the general concept na sa pagsuwat. Nya, hopefully, okay, malingaw mo, ma-enjoy mo og suwat sa inyong kaugalingong review. In ano i-radyo ni siya, I just want to put it this way, na mo'y nakitaan nga lalaki ni Agi sa inyo hang Dan. Okay, so imo nakita kay puti, hamis, glassy skin. Okay. Kung dili nimo siya, wala ka kailaw, kay bag-o man siya niya, makaingon siya kang hala, bayot. Okay, I don't see anything wrong, no? Kung